goodness, we're back at it once again. Kevin Kreative for the Kreative Cast with my buddy Andre.
What's up? What's up, dude? How's it going?
Bird Bass.
Bird Bat's in the house. What's up?
You're starting to blow up.
A little bit. Not. I wouldn't say blow up. I would say
being recognized on my channel.
Getting some recognition, which is nice. Yeah, that's nice to get. I saw some of the comments you sent me that people are wanting to find the tracks, so I think that's cool.
The people want it.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, I will soon, I promise. I'm gonna release an album soon, so that's the next thing I'm working on, and I'm gonna include those intro tracks that I made for you. So
sweet.
Look out for those, and they'll be on there. But appreciate the support, man. You've been helping me out the whole time.
Of course.
I think it's been I think it's been like a year since we did this sort of like podcast, right?
Yeah.
Which is so crazy.
Almost a little less.
Yeah, right. So
nice. It's nice that we could fit in more than one like within less than a year.
Totally. Yeah. And it's been going good. Like you said, I've been getting some recognition, which is nice. I know we talked about it, just like all the stuff we put out, and like, it's just out there doing its thing. Sometimes it doesn't get seen, but it's nice to just get some recognition, because we slave away at this. Like,
it's as long as there's one fan watching.
Yeah, even a hater, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
like I remember we were talking. I had like my first hater, and I was like, yes, finally,
we made it.
Like, yes, hate on me, please.
Yeah.
Like I that's what I want,
Attention's all I need. I don't care what form it comes in. Just somebody
Exactly.
say, just validate me. That's all I'm looking for.
Exactly. That's all I care about, really. That's the only reason I do it.
Exactly. And money.
Yeah.
And women.
Money will come.
Power.
Money, power, women.
Strength.
All of that will come in due time. I've never known any of it my whole life.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
But a little bit more of each of it.
Yeah. But you gotta love it. Do it for the love of the game, right? Yeah.
Want to see something cool?
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
It's my Hyper Dildo. It's got 50 settings.
Damn, bro. I thought an actual lightsaber was about to pop out of that thing and slice my head off.
It is. Watch.
Ooh, who's that? Is that a Count Dooku or? Ooh, that thing is legit, dude.
My dad got it for me for Christmas.
Oh, hell yeah, nice. Where's this from? Is this like official or?
No, it's just like a third-party company that makes
Nice.
like authentic-looking lightsabers.
Lightsabers, yeah, hell yeah. I've always nice, love it. I love it. I would be walking around the house just holding it like. Yeah, I've always wanted to make one of the ones in. Have you seen how they do it at Disneyland? Mm-hmm. They have like those official ones, and I've wanted to do it. Obviously, it's super expensive. That's why I've never done it.
Oh yeah.
But I just want like some sort of like replica,
It feels good in your hands.
Yeah, it feels great, and like I wish we'll get to a point one day where we can have real lightsabers that just.
I've seen videos. There are like people who make them like that. I don't know if they like.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It makes noise too.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
When I put the blade in, you can like hit it and it goes like.
Really? Does it have its own crystal too?
I think so. So like.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure. Just based off of pictures I saw, there is a version that has it where you can like take it apart and there's a crystal inside.
Okay.
I think this is it, but I can't figure out how to open it, or it's just not it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, one day.
One day.
If you ever want to dissect it, let me know. I'm down to open that thing and find the crystal.
There's a hole in my wall now.
Put that thing away, Kevin. You're gonna hurt someone.
Fix that hole in the wall later. Whoops. Hopefully my neighbor won't notice. How was your Christmas? What'd you do?
It's been good, man. I just did mostly just with the family. I took it kind of easy. Yeah, I had these past 2 weeks of work off. Like we got like a little bit of a Christmas break, which is nice. I like didn't do as much music as I wanted to, but that's fine. I'm trying to be a little more gracious with myself, I think definitely I spent all year, especially 2023, like grinding so hard, making so much music and being really hard on myself. Like, oh, you didn't do it today. You're an idiot. Like you have to do it every day. Do you really want this?
Exactly. You gotta be hard, man.
Right. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit easier on myself.
enough.
Just because
I think there's an ebb and flow. You gotta be hard for a while.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, we gotta reset.
Totally. There's an ebb and flow. You're so right. Like there's times to go like really hard, and then there's times to kind of just chill a little bit.
When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to play, it's time to play.
Yeah. And I think we talked about this before too, where it's like even when you force it to, it just doesn't come out the right way. Like if you're trying to be creative, you just can't really force it. So I was like, I can try to make something today when I know I'm really not feeling it, or I could just chill, not be so hard on myself, like take some time, let those juices marinate, and then, you know, when it's time to go, like it's time to go.
I was telling my coworker like the same thing. Whenever I want to draw something, I can't. I'll be in the middle of doing 10 different things, and then I'll have an idea, and then I'll have to drop everything just so I can sketch it out real quick, so that way I can like actually do it.
Dude, seriously, that is such a thing. The main thing is just having everything set up. I found that being just so helpful because, yeah, just inspiration will strike, or you'll have an idea and you just need to put it down on paper right then and there. Otherwise, you're going to forget, or it's just not going to turn out the same. I've even done it with like voice memos on my phone. But even those are not enough. When I try to like put it on paper, it just won't come out the same way, or I don't remember like what I was thinking.
Exactly.
So it needs to be like
In the
instant.
moment.
So I'll be like showering, and then it'll just hit. I'm like, oh my God. I'll like get out, I'll turn on the laptop and just like quickly
Sometimes
put that
you have
down.
to,
Yeah, seriously.
Sometimes that's happened to me. Like I'll have like a drawing that I'll be working on, or like I won't be working on it at the time, and then I'll be doing something else. I'll have an idea, and I'll just like flip open my app that lets me do all the stuff. And do that real quick.
Exactly. Because ideas just like come and go, you know.
And bolt of lightning.
Yeah, literally a bolt of lightning. And you just never know which one's going to be the one, right?
Exactly. That's the thing is like so the other day I was uploading a video. I went through it real quick because I knew it was one of my older videos. All their first season stuff is going to be pretty basic.
Yeah.
Like it's not bad in quality, but it's just basic in like what it is. So I decided to rewatch before I upload them what they are, so that way I can start adding in more edits that I like, because now I know how to do more stuff.
Yeah.
There was one of them where I literally spent probably like 30 to 40 minutes, maybe even an hour, just on like 2-second edit. But it's like, you know, I was just like, fuck it. Like, I like the idea.
That's so funny you say that.
I'm probably never going to use it again. It's just like a throwaway edit just for that second in that video.
Yeah.
Because as I was doing it, I was like working on it because I had to keep going back and forth between like 3 different programs to like edit things together.
Oh, man.
But I was just like, man, is this really going to be worth it? But I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Sometimes you need to spend the extra time. The music version of that is working on like a drum kick or like a snare drum for like 30 minutes, which happens where you'll just be clicking through each one, and each one's like doom, 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 and you're like, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. And it's like the slightest difference.
You got to re-listen to it 50
and then
times.
you're like cycling through. You find the perfect one, and then you start doing little things to it, like trying to raise the low frequencies. And you're just doing that for like an hour, and you're like, I just spent an hour on like this tiniest part of this fucking song.
Yeah, I guess that's just what you have to do. Because I guess when you think about it, yes, you spent an hour on that piece.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, you're gonna say you spent 2 weeks on the whole thing.
Yeah, sure. I would like, it's definitely a case by case, right? There's times where I'm like, okay, I did not need to do that at all, and there's times where I'm like, oh, that actually came out
that is true
really nicely. And now that I've been doing it, I mean, I've been producing now for like 5 years, almost 6 years.
Damn.
Like this summer. I know, right? I'm like, holy shit, dude, fucking I'm getting old. Now that I'm into it more, I can kind of catch myself when I'm getting into those things. I'm like, okay, this is good enough, let me move on to whatever's next, you know.
Sometimes you gotta know when to quit.
Yeah,
say it's done.
Yeah, dude. And I think definitely when I started doing these things, I think that was sort of the cycle I got trapped into, was just like trying to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even about being perfect, it's just, this is good enough, you know.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
like,
you're always gonna have a better idea. The longer you spend on it, the better it's gonna get.
you could spend forever on it and like try to perfect it. Like you're always gonna get new ideas, new things you want to put in. There's just comes a time where you're like, this is good enough, this is it, you know.
Yeah.
Now that I've been specifically on SoundCloud, people have been listening to my stuff, which is really nice. I have like one track that is getting a lot of plays. I got playlisted. It took like maybe 4 or 5 months to get to 1,000 plays.
Okay.
And now it's almost a 2,000 within like 2 weeks.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, hell yeah.
Now
It's
it's
taking
going.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That track definitely was one that I was going to throw away. And I was like, specifically, there's like the clap in it. It's just too low. And I was like killing myself over it. I kept trying this and that and trying all these different things where eventually I'm just like, you know what? It's going to be what it is. It's done. It sounds good enough. Like I showed it to people. People are like, this is great. Obviously, you're way more hypercritical of your stuff, your own stuff, you know?
I think that's also.
Yeah, that's like the main thing, right? So
Yeah.
I just put it out and boom, that
No
one's
one's gonna
doing...
know what was going through your head.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. No one's... You're gonna hear it differently,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. That's part of it.
There's,
It's like, you know.
there's one guy who I watch on YouTube, similar producer trying to make it. He's not very big, but he had some really good advice where he's like, that weirdness in whatever you're creating that you think looks unprofessional, that's actually your touch to
Yeah.
it, you know, which is what people look for, your like personal touch. But to us, it just looks like fucking like, what the hell? It's so unprofessional. Like it's not like this person's or it's not like that person's. But that is the thing
Yeah.
that makes it unique, you know? So
You know what's funny? I was telling my mom last weekend that all the mistakes that I do with all my model kits and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I just told her, well, hopefully one day I'll just be like super huge and successful, and then those mistakes will be the reason that you even buy it.
yeah,
Because like you can't recreate it with that mistake.
exactly.
That's how you know it's mine.
Yeah, authentic, and like it comes from you, exactly. So those little mistakes and everything are what makes it
Yeah.
the thing, you know?
That being said, I did really fuck up my most recent model kit to the point where I'm like,
no.
I'm over it. It's gonna be what it is.
How do you fuck up a model kit? Do you like paint it wrong, or do you
No,
like
it's nothing like that. I accidentally got super glue on some spots that like the glue like fucks with the whole like material of the plastic, so it's like
shit.
it's whatever. It's just like I'm over it. I'm just gonna finish it and then make a video so it's worth something.
Yeah.
And then put it on a very high shelf.
Dude, oh man, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
yeah.
Like that's just how you learn. It was the first time I ever did a car.
Yeah.
I've never
Oh,
done
okay,
something
car.
like this. Was like a very old model kit that I'd never tried before. Everything had to be glued together, and it was very just like basic.
Yeah.
It's just how you learn.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
I guarantee you, I could do it again now and not make those same mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's just how it is.
Totally.
It just sucks because like I was gonna give it away, but now it's just like no, I can't give this away. Like, no, I can't.
People are gonna get mad at you if they give that away. Like, yo, you gave me this shit.
Exactly.
Like...
No, I can't have that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
afraid of. So it's just like, okay, this is just gonna go in the top shelf where you'll never see it.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of your models and everything.
Thank you.
I think they're super dope, especially the Ava one. I'm a huge Ava fan, so I was like,
Really?
yo, yeah, I
Okay.
love
I
Evangelion.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so that is like probably my favorite anime, and I don't delve too much into modern animes. There's some I like, none of like the popular ones. But definitely 90s anime, Dragon Ball, Cowboy Bebop, I mean, Ava. Yeah, like, love all of those. Like, those are definitely my favorite. And Ava was that show that was just on Toonami, or, yeah.
Oh,
like,
really? It was?
Yeah, like in the 90s.
I've never seen it on TV.
I was like up way too late,
Oh,
like
okay.
at some at like my cousin's house. They
Yeah.
were having like a family party or whatever. You know, the parents were like all like yucking it up in the living
Yeah.
room. We had nothing to do. We were just watching Toonami, and this came on,
Really? I had
and
no
it was
idea.
like fucked up, you know. And like there's like gore, and the angels are all weird.
Yeah.
I forgot what episode. There was like 2 episodes back to back, and I was like, oh my god, it actually kind of scared me, you know. And it wasn't until I was older, probably like a freshman in college, where I was like, oh yeah, that show, that weird anime, like I forgot about that. I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I love
I
how
just could
weird it
never get
is.
into it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like confusing. The ending is so confusing, but I literally love it for that. Just like how ridiculous it gets.
I just remember there's like a scene in some movie with Robin Williams. He works at like a supermarket or something, and there's like a Eva toy. I just remember saying like, "This is from Neon Genesis Evangelion," or something like this. The way like it's like Robin Williams.
I
So it's,
remember that too.
I just don't remember what it is, but he just
Yeah.
like said it in such a way.
Yeah.
Neon Genesis
I
Evangelion.
would call it Evangelion forever until, you know, I met other nerds who like actually liked it.
Actually, it's pronounced.
It's Evangelion,
Evangelion?
by the way. And I was just like, put my head down in shame. Like, I'm not a nerd. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I tried getting into it, but I was like, I just didn't care for the designs.
Really?
They're too skinny, and
Yeah.
like, this is cool. This is a cool model kit, but like other than that, I'm just like,
Yeah.
like, not for me.
I really like, I mean, specifically the cinematography, right?
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
shots. You know, he mimics a lot of biblical shots too.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just funny in that way. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it, but I love that show. I was actually just trying to buy it on Blu-ray because I'm like, what the fuck, let me just own this, because I love rewatching it, and every time I try to rewatch it I have to go Netflix or something. But Netflix doesn't have the ending credit song, which is Fly Me to the Moon, sang Frank Sinatra.
Fly me to the moon.
Yeah, and watch me gaze above the stars, something like that, right? Great ending credit song. It's like you look forward to it if you watch the original Evangelion. But none of the Blu-rays have that because of licensing. Unless you get like the Japanese or like Chinese one.
Fuck,
yeah, like that
they're
one's
gonna
like,
keep it in.
And that one's like 120, 140 bucks. So I'm like, oh,
is it importing? Is that why Blu-rays are so expensive? Or like anime Blu-rays are expensive? Is there like some process? Like, why are they so expensive?
Yeah, I mean, it's the imports, right? All the taxes on trying to import it and all of that. But yeah, they have like more lenient laws on shit like, you know, licensing and all that. China doesn't give a fuck, right?
They're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah,
like, come to China and get your money.
Yeah,
see what happens.
Exactly.
Like, they don't care.
Anyways, yeah, need to find that copy.
But I think it's also vice versa. Like, I feel like I can get away with, or just anybody. I think you can get away with just like putting in a clip or like a song or something.
Sure.
Maybe not like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But just like you can get away with putting in a little bit more of something from another country into like a video on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like they don't give a shit.
They do not care. Yeah, you can use music from other countries and shit like that. Way easy. Totally. And that's
they could probably like do a strike or something. Like put a strike.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, how are they even gonna know?
Yeah.
If I put some like Iranian, you know, like something like the people that own the rights, they're not even gonna know I exist.
Dude, yeah. I literally a couple years ago I found this Persian track of this like Persian singer who incredible track. I'm like, oh my god, if this was just like a techno song, this would go so hard. So I just took it and like re-uploaded it, and yeah, like no one's gonna fucking no one even listened to the song anyway, so it's like whatever. So yeah, you can do that. I definitely struggle with that, dude, because pretty much all the music I make is, you know, clips that I take from other music and kind of like sample it. Not all the tracks, but a lot of them, and those are definitely the ones I like the most. I was always like, fuck, I can't put this on streaming, I can't put this. But then one DJ told me, I went to like this talk with a bunch of other producers and DJs, and we were just talking about stuff, and one guy asked like, yo, when is it okay, like is it okay to take stuff, like, you know, how do you do that, how do you get permission? And the guy was like, if the song or the video you're taking it from has like under 20,000 views on YouTube, just take it, don't even worry about it, no one's gonna notice.
If anything, at that point, there's a balance of like, yeah, they could ask for money, but at the same time, they could just say fuck it, and then you can just spread it around your way.
Sure. And I mean, he was saying this also for like up and comers, you know, like obviously if you're already there and you're, I don't know, 200,000 subscribers and you're making like, people are going to notice if you take stuff.
Exactly.
And you're going to get, you know,
they'll
backlash.
call you out.
Yeah, you're going to get called out. Like you probably do have to ask permission in that case.
Yeah.
But for us who, you know, are like, you know, making videos or like just or music and just coming up, it's like whatever, dude.
That's why, with my videos, like I kind of just let anything slide for the most part.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I started putting my music that is not cleared. Let me just say this on this public podcast. Just so everyone knows, my music is not cleared at all. My samples, that is. But
and if you really have a problem with it, you should go tell them on his
tell
channel.
them. I dare you. Go to YouTube. Go to fucking Universal Music.
Go to Birdbass channel and really let him have it. Go into his comment section and just tell them how much you hate them.
Let me have it, and while you're there, click that like button, click that subscribe, you know.
Click the dislike.
Hit the dislike. Do all of it.
Does it even matter if they hit a dislike versus like, what is like the algorithm registering? Is it just registering the fact that they even touched it?
I think so. I think that's what it is. It's just, okay, someone watched this and gave a reaction.
Yeah, like is it just the reaction? Do they even care that it's a bad or good?
Yeah, I don't think they care whether it's good or bad, and I agree. I mean, it's a view, right, or a listen. Like
I get that, but at the same time, it's like, well, it just seems deceptive to the person doing it.
It's totally deceptive. Yeah.
Like I don't have a problem if you dislike my video because like that's what I'm saying. Like it's just a reaction. Like, I still get credit. But like to that person, it's just like I don't know. I feel like there should be like some understanding that they're not gonna get. I don't know. I just feel like it's just deceptive.
Yeah, I mean, creators can see dislikes.
Yeah, I can see it, but they can't see it.
Yeah, they can't see it.
So it's like, what's the point? Like, why does it matter? Why
it's
even?
Just to like annoy you. Like,
I think.
But
maybe,
I don't get annoyed by it. I'm like, awesome.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe what it is just for the satisfaction of the person pushing the dislike button.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just for them to feel good that they pushed it. We get the satisfaction of knowing that we got some attention. They got the satisfaction of pushing the button.
Right, letting us know we suck,
and then
that's that.
That's the cycle. I
Yeah.
guess that's how that cycle works.
Seriously.
I don't think there's any real
Purpose.
Yeah, there's no like nothing's gonna come of it.
Yeah. I don't know. We should experiment. Guys,
Dislike
go dislike my videos and then go like all of Kevin's.
You know what's funny?
If we see a difference.
There's a thing at one of the offices I've been to. They have a real life dislike and like button.
What?
Oh, did you like your service? You push this green button. Did you not like your service? You push this red button.
Really?
So then I just went up to it and I was like, just disliking them a billion times. Just because it's just like, are they really gonna believe that?
Right.
Like they definitely got rid of it
Uh-huh.
because it was like very obvious that it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But I really want to see the numbers. How many people just put dislike just because fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
Like me just pushing it like 50 times. I think we all did that. I think we all, like, everyone would just go around just pushing it like 50, just fuck, who cares? And then, like, I think that's why they got rid of it. Is like, okay, clearly people are just fucking around.
Fucking with us.
They got like 10,000 dislikes versus 5 likes. So clearly,
Dude, this is why we can't have nice things.
Exactly. It's one of those situations.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What's the plan there? I really wonder, like, what happens at meetings, like boardroom meetings, where they decide on, like, budget.
Dude, it's just boring as fuck, and it's just all these technical terms for just like turning.
Is it just charts?
Turning people into objects and shit, like.
But is it literally just charts? Okay, this sector is lower, so we need to heighten it. So we're gonna take some of this sector and add it to that sector to balance them out. Is that all they do?
Yes.
Is that basically it? Did I simplify like corporate management?
You simplified it too much. Like,
too much. Okay.
You left out like.
I guess that's true. There's a billion factors.
You left out like exploiting your workers
Yeah.
and like how do you fuck over the guys who are
Exactly.
delivering for you and like.
Gotta fire them.
Yeah.
Take that money, give it to me.
Cutting people's health insurance,
I mean, yes, I'm sure. Yeah. You know what's funny? There's this new show called Landman.
Landman, okay.
Was it Billy Bob Thornton?
Okay, yeah, I know him.
He's the main character. It's a really good show. It's produced by the same people that did Yellowstone.
Oh yeah.
So like it's almost the exact same vibe, just like not Texan, but like I don't know what is that? It's not South. It's not,
that's like up north, like northwestern sort. Well, not Pacific Northwest, but like northwestern.
Okay.
U.S.
Well, they're like cowboy people.
Yeah. They're like that breed of whites up there.
Yeah, exactly. They wear the hats,
Yeah.
They wrangle them up and all that. So that show is about the oil industry, basically.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. It really feels like they're trying to really put it in your face that like oil's a good thing.
Oh yeah, are they?
Like it's very like I don't know. It's like there's some scenes where they're just very passionate about like no, fuck you. Oil's great. You all need it. You should be begging at our feet every time we give it to you. I don't know. It's just there's some scenes where I'm just like, whose agenda are we pushing?
Yeah.
Like who funded this? That's just how it feels. And I've noticed like some other people in the comments say the same thing. They're like, this really seems like some big oil companies like producing this.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely some scenes where the guys are going like they're literally yelling, "Oil's for this. We use it for that. Stop fucking bitching. I don't give a fuck what people say. They need to shut up." And like, there's literally at least 2 scenes where there's some guy yelling about why oil is
Why
good.
we need it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But other than that, it's a really good show. Like it is a really good show, but I'm just like I don't know. It feels a bit on the nose. It feels like it's very obvious.
yeah, just like a fucking oil propaganda or something.
Exactly. That's what it feels like.
I watch podcasts, listen to the news and shit, and there's also been this whole thing about nuclear energy right now, where people are like, actually, nuclear energy.
I've heard that's good.
It's kind of good, yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it's
But
cleaner.
I heard that years ago though.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. I had a buddy who was just way too smart. He was really book smart.
Really?
I was just doing some stupid hypothetical like, oh, Superman throwing Mount Everest at the sun, and then he's like, well, let's break it down. And could he do it? And he literally like Googled all the numbers and like gave me the formula. I was like, all right, this is how much energy would be required to throw Mount Everest at the sun. And he gave it to me. I'll post it.
That's dope.
He was a genius, and he was telling me like, yeah, nuclear energy's clean and lasts a long ass time, and it's actually good.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like the cleanest form, and this is all like anecdotal, right? It's not like I've studied this. This is just from what I've heard.
I've seen Chernobyl.
But yeah, I saw Chernobyl.
So I understand.
That's probably my highest level of education right there.
But if I can get it,
then anyone can. Yeah, exactly. I keep hearing it and I keep seeing it, and I was thinking, is nuclear also like? Are they like, yo, we got to get into social media, start getting these kids on nuclear energy.
You just keep it contained.
Yeah.
And it's just like not infinite energy, but like a long ass time. I don't know, thousands of maybe not thousands of years.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can have. I'm just using arbitrary numbers, but let's say one nuclear reactor will power like 10 towns, and then that'll last those 10 towns for like a couple thousand years.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
Rather than electricity, which is
Yeah.
I don't know,
You
one light pole per person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
There's a lot of different numbers. I was actually just telling my mom about this too. I saw a newspaper article from like I'm guessing the late 1800s. It might have been early 1900s, but it was like the evils of electricity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like a cartoonist in a newspaper.
Yeah.
And the picture was power lines were like a web, and then there's like a light bulb spider. But it looked horrifying. And people were like all caught up in the webs. Very much like really people were afraid of just like basic electricity.
Dude.
Like, why wouldn't you want to have lights and shit? But then you look up pictures of back then, and there's like thousands of wires
dude.
just everywhere because they had no system.
Yeah.
It was just like, we'll put it up. We got to put another one up. Put another one up.
Oh, damn.
We're expanding, so then it took forever to get, I guess, to what we have now.
Yeah, right.
Because even when I was a kid, you drive around, I feel like there's less light poles and like wires.
Oh,
like,
totally, dude.
I feel like they've been working on getting them underground.
Yeah, totally. There was like some messes like that you would see driving around the city, but now it's pretty clean.
I remember as a kid,
Yeah.
like going to school and just looking out the window, and there was just wires everywhere, and just thinking like, Jesus, this is
It's pretty bad.
it's
Yeah.
bad. Like I can't even see the skies. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they're getting there.
Yeah, no, I was just in Guatemala 2 months ago, like visiting family, and over there, you know how it is, right? It's crazy, all those wires and everything, and I'm just
India.
like, yo, India is poster child for like how crazy those
Ugh.
like cables get.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about just one of those, it's gonna knock out the whole block or half the city and shit. Just like, what the hell, man?
It's crazy how India has some of the smartest people in the world, but their country is very not well kept. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
To be fair, I'm guessing like they got fucked over a lot by white people.
colonialism, right? But
But at the same time, they have a lot of smart people.
also, just I feel like global warming is just like accelerating everything, and like India is just they have so many fucking people. You're just surrounded by people all the time, and yeah,
Swaths of
the
them.
infrastructure is just not there yet. You
Yeah.
know,
I've heard they got like way more. Like now they have indoor plumbing, which I guess they didn't have, or at least they have more of it.
that's cool.
Almost everybody has a toilet now.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Toilets.
Progress.
That's great. I love people having toilets. I
Yeah.
think that's a great idea.
Probably
And-
one of the
and-
best inventions ever.
Yeah, and you know, I think with any country too, it's just religion, right? People get caught up in religion and trying to do like religious
All right,
stuff.
buddy, read a Bible. It says to take a shit outside.
yeah, exactly.
Get
so,
that goddamn thing out of my house.
so people just get caught up in religion and
Yeah.
don't focus on the things that they
I
actually
hope
need.
religion's real.
That'd be cool. I mean,
I hope that there's some.
I'm going to hell, but
No, I've made it. I've definitely made it in heaven 10 times over.
Oh yeah,
I've already got a condo waiting.
you're like Jesus too.
If they had one of those punch out cards you get at the
Oh yeah, you get
yogurt
like 10.
zone,
You go 10 times.
I got 10 nice deeds. I got my mansion. All right, there you go.
Nice.
I've earned it.
You'll tell that to God. Yo, check it out. I got my card. Right
I
here.
got my card right here. Wait. Here it is. Oh, sir, come right in.
I think hell.
There's your grotto.
I honestly think hell is gonna be more lit than
You think so?
heaven. Yeah.
I think it's real
But I
God.
think you need to like embrace Satan, and you need.
Well, let's go to Japanese hell.
Okay, what's Japanese hell
You
like?
just fight demons and ogres.
Oh, it's like war all the time.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just
hell yeah.
constant battle.
Okay, I could probably.
Like when
fuck with
Piccolo
that.
gets stuck in hell and he's just fighting it out.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it.
That's awesome.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Or
Get some
the-
demon strength.
Like heaven in Dragon Ball Z, where you gotta find King Kai and
Find the King Kai.
wish yourself back.
Okay.
That'd be lit.
That'd be cool. Take years to go through Snake
Yeah,
Lane.
through the snake pass or
The
whatever.
training would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Come
actually.
back stronger for it.
That'd be cool.
And then I'll go to hell and then
Yeah.
I'll fight.
And then fight Satan.
Yeah. And then it'll be like an anime where like I come back from hell and it's just like what do you kind of like an isekai.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'd watch. Sounds awesome.
I'd fall in love with some demon lady because we just need a love interest. There's not gonna be a real story purpose,
Yeah.
but we just need tits. So
Hell yeah.
there you go.
I would watch immediately.
Plenty of fan art for it.
Oh yeah.
But she would never reciprocate. It would always be that will they, won't they?
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, don't imitate your life, Kevin. Okay. No.
I know, I was just thinking like I need to get out more. I need to get some chicks.
Do you?
I need some.
Are you in you're dating right now? Is there anyone you're
Nah.
seeing?
Nah, just in the mood.
Yeah.
Just horny. That's it. Yeah.
Dude, it'll get you.
Mhm.
Those blue balls will get you, man.
Exactly. They're weighing me down.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's hard. I date around. I get around, you know. Definitely, I think my lifestyle is just too...
That's the thing.
I'm too independent, you know.
Exactly.
And I was seeing someone like a year ago, or no, like 2 years ago at this point. But it just becomes so hard to manage everything. And I'm like, look, I know what you're looking for. You're looking to like settle down, you know, have a family and all that. And I'm still in like my chaotic, like, you know, I just want to do this thing. I don't want to like stop doing music and
Exactly.
have a restriction on my life.
I think I've decided that because I want to get into this whole thing where I want to be famous and successful and the money that comes with that.
Yeah.
The time that you need to provide to that. Well, it could go a couple different ways. I wouldn't mind if I just was super successful, then found a girl, and then she don't got to work, and then I just focus on this thing with her.
That'd be great. Yeah.
It don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
She could have her thing. I could have my thing. I'd be okay with that too.
Totally.
But I just feel like, I think at this point in my life, the channel is going to take priority, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I feel you.
in terms of my life and where it's revolving, I need to be able to make this work. So I need to find a girl that would be down for that.
That can, you know, be in that lifestyle. Yeah.
But I can't do that until it starts making money.
Totally.
So I'm just going to focus on it.
I feel you 100%.
Get this going first, then the girl.
Yeah, that'll come later.
I think that'll be easier.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
It's just too stressful to find. Like I said, like I'm in the mood just to date, but that's it. Like I just want to, I'll do it, but like as a casual, like,
Same. Yeah.
you know, maybe we'll do this again sometime.
That's how I am, and I'm pretty clear about it too. Just
I'm
like,
into soaking.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, it's tough, bro. And you know, I see like I just know I've been in relationships. I know how much time it
Exactly,
takes.
exactly.
Like
you know,
I know.
Been there, done that.
And I don't
It's
want
fun.
to like I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like super honest with myself, and I also am not gonna be just doing shitty like or wanting to like foster a shitty relationship where like
No.
I'm already like I'm halfway in and like I kind of like her, not I'm just like no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore. I'm
No,
just like
no,
it's either 100% or like nothing, you know.
Exactly.
So
I don't mind the casual dating when we're both on the same.
yeah,
This was fun. I'll see you next time.
totally.
But in terms of like an actual relationship, yeah, I'm the same way. It's either we're doing this or we're not.
Yeah.
We're not pretending here. We're not playing house.
Exactly. You know, I've seen friends who are like in relationships where they're just like, dude, why are you lying to yourself? Like, you
Yeah.
obviously hate her. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
like, dude.
I think people just get
because you
stuck.
you want to be with someone and
Yeah.
you don't want to be lonely.
Or they just don't know how to be alone.
be alone. Yeah, dude. Seriously. And
What do you do? It's like whatever the fuck you want. That's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you go where the fuck you feel like.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because like I think maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I was definitely like, oh, I want companionship. You know?
I agree.
I need it, you know.
Yeah.
And now I kind of started at that time working out. I'm like, let me focus on music. It was like 2019. I really started going in, and then in doing all those things, you realize like, oh, I actually don't need anyone. Like
Yeah.
I have these things I could just do.
Yeah, focus.
And I feel way better, and I can do whatever I want.
They were a
you know?
distraction.
Yeah. Those things are like, you know, distractions.
I remember when I first moved out, I think I was one of the only people that a lot of people knew, not just like my coworkers, but just like people in general who live by themselves.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people just have roommates or live with family or
Dude, yeah.
are married or relationships or whatever. At least when I moved out, it wasn't common to live by yourself.
Yeah.
People kept asking me like, well, what's it like? And I was just like, bro, it's addicting.
It's awesome,
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to live with anybody ever again. That's
Yeah.
the problem. It's addicting. Like
Seriously, bro.
I remember the first time I went to a party, came home at like 1 a.m. I think I just smoked and then just like went to bed. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
this is like, I didn't have to deal with no bullshit.
Yeah.
I didn't have to listen to nobody complaining about me getting home at whatever time.
Dude, yeah,
I didn't have to
right.
call nobody, text nobody, make sure I was there. Nothing. I just opened my door, turned on the light, and I was just like, that's it. We're done. I don't have to deal with anything.
Fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's like the best feeling ever. Yeah, I remember I moved out when I was 23 when I went to college in San Diego. That time, remember you
I went
came
to
to
visit.
visit me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. That was so funny. That was my first week
I just
there.
happened to be in the area. So
Yeah, I
fuck
was
it.
like, bro, yeah, come through.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was like my first week over there. That's so funny. Yeah, that was the first time. And like my family was like, no, stay here, you know, stay in the city, go to like a local university, like CSUN or something. I'm like, fuck no, dude, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of the point of going to college too. I don't want to be around you guys anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I was so done with my family at the time. So I did that, and then, oh, it just felt good. And that was with roommates, though. Once I moved like into Seattle.
You're just on training wheels.
Yeah, training wheels, exactly. When I moved to Seattle, I was finally on my own. I was like, yo, this is just too comfortable.
Exactly.
And I'm just like naked all the time.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
dude.
be
Fuck
like,
it. Who cares?
yeah, come back late. Tell people, hey, come over, whatever. Like, you don't have to worry about like
Especially
a
for
mess
people like
there.
us that have all these projects and stuff.
Dude, yes, that
where
too.
it's like sometimes I gotta leave shit out to work on tomorrow.
Yes.
I don't want to have to fucking clean up all this stuff every time.
Exactly.
That's what demotivates me. So it's just like, just leave it out.
Totally.
I don't gotta worry about no one complaining.
Leaving it the way it is.
Yeah.
Like, even leaving it on, like, I'll leave my, or I used to leave the studio on, and I'm just like, I'll come back. I'm like, it's on. It's exactly
It's
where I
ready
need
to go.
it. Yeah, like, so.
Like,
yeah,
I still
man.
live a good hygienic lifestyle. I still clean up after myself.
Yeah,
but it's just if I'm working on something, that's okay. That
yeah, totally. I think for me, I always remember just like getting back from like a work trip or just a trip in general, coming back to your place, your empty place, with not having to talk to anybody.
Exactly.
Just it's the best. I just came from like a annoying flight, dealing with all these people at like the airport, and now it's just like calm and silent. Nothing beats it.
My buddy, he currently lives alone in his house that he bought years ago. He got lucky when he bought it. Like, it was at a good time and all that, because now it's worth way more.
Dude.
And he is just loving it. He's like, I'm never getting rid of this house. He's just enjoying his investing into it.
Enjoy it. Oh my god.
He bought a couple of junker cars to work on.
Nice.
And just as a project, and he's just enjoying the good life.
That's so nice, dude. Yeah.
One day.
Exactly. I'm like, one day we'll get there.
I'm hoping once my lease is up here, I can move there, and hopefully the channel will be in a much bigger place.
Yeah, dude.
What was your New Year's resolution?
Oh, good question. Number one is I want to get fit. So
I was thinking the same thing. I need to get back into it.
Yeah, you were on one for a bit. You were like,
I look so good.
You look great, bro.
Good.
Seriously, you were ripped. I was like, damn.
I need
really
to get back into it.
Yeah.
Because it's just so time consuming.
It is, bro. It is super time consuming, and that's sort of like the resolution I made last year, which was like, okay, if you're not gonna like work out consistently, then you have to do music consistently at least.
Exactly.
Which I accomplished. You know, I think like I ended last year pretty good in terms of what I was trying to accomplish. Now I'm like, okay, dude, it's time. I don't want to be, I don't know, maybe it sounds kind of mean, but I don't want to be the fat old guy in his 30s. I want to look good all the time. And like I want to look decent, you know. It's just time. I have to just invest time into that.
Part of it is like what I think is what I'm looking for when I'm dating and stuff.
Yeah, that
like,
too. I mean,
you know, you can't expect someone to look good if you don't look good.
Totally. You see these guys out here who are hating on chicks for like not talking to them. I'm like, bro, look in the mirror, bro. Like, you don't work out. These chicks are out there working out. They look
great.
hot. Yeah, they look like the greatest they've ever looked. They're not going for
effort.
you, bro.
Yeah,
and like, yeah, you don't deserve them. Like,
no, you're a waste of time.
Yeah. So,
sorry.
Seriously, I'm like, that too. I want to.
That's a big motivator for me. It's just like, I want to look good for a chick, and that way she'll look good for me.
Exactly. I mean, and you know, like a year ago, I was kind of getting into it. I was like on a diet. I started working out, and you know, it felt so nice, and it definitely feels nice when you see people. They're like, oh shit, you look great.
Oh yeah, when they notice,
I'm
my
like,
god, dude.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to hear.
Exactly, it makes a difference,
and it keeps you going, right? So that's one. I'm even considering maybe getting a personal trainer for a month, just to kind of like tell me, okay, this is, you know, how you can improve your form, and this is what you should do, what you should eat, you know. That's like my number one. I'm also just waiting to move out, right? Because I'm like, okay, when I move out, like, am I gonna have space? Because I have my bench and my dumbbells that I use, but yeah, I'm like, if I move to an apartment, especially in LA, I'm not gonna have space for any of this, right?
I just have whatever I can fit under my bed right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's good.
Just a couple of dumbbells.
Do you like work out in here? Or, oh, you do, really?
So basically what happened was when COVID first started years and years ago, I quit my membership just because I was getting fed up anyway. So
dude,
I just quit it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where they just raise prices and get rid of reasons to have stuff. Like, I don't know, like they were getting rid of towel service.
Dude, I'll just say I hate those gyms. It's hard to find a really good gym. The really small independent ones are the good ones.
I think you have to go to
those big ones. Oh, and that's what I hated about working out before, where I was like, I hate this gym. I hate the people who go to it. The weights are everywhere. Like everything's taken.
Everything's a mess.
Like, it's a mess. And then that's part of why I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna work out, let me buy my own shit so I don't have to worry. And then COVID happened, it worked out perfectly, you know. So yeah, anyways, you were saying.
So like I just quit my membership, and then I had just from over the years of just life, I just had weights and stuff that I had lying around. So I was like, all right, let's try to make this work. So I basically just looked into workouts I could do with what I had.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, you can just get a couple of dumbbells, just get them adjustable, so that way you can have between 5 to 30 pounds, maybe I'd say 40 at the most. And then you can, get a bench and make that work.
Yeah.
I have a bar. I have a couple of bar weights, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what anything's called. I haven't done this shit in so long. But I have enough equipment so that way I can work out my entire body.
Nice.
Maybe not like to the max like a gym. Like if you go to the gym, you can push yourself.
Sure. Yeah.
But I have enough to where like I can keep in decent shape.
Nice.
Because like most of it is just eating.
Exactly. It really is just
30
eating,
minutes
dude.
to an hour of working out a day, but all day you gotta eat.
Yeah.
But the problem is you either need a lot of money or you need a lot of time to like make the food.
Yeah.
You need a lot of money to hire someone to make the food for you. Just keep calling these services to give you the proper meals,
Right.
which is expensive as fuck.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Or you just gotta have the time to do it yourself.
Do your like meal prep, all of that.
And that's gonna be like an hour at least per meal.
Yeah, and that's literally where I struggle, right? Is because I don't have the time to cook the meals.
Exactly.
What I was doing a year ago was just going to Pollo Loco and getting their 2-piece breast and 1 thigh.
I imagine they're probably fine. It's just
yeah,
there's like no skin, right?
yeah, no skin.
Yeah, so it's just the meat.
I'll just
Fuck
get
it.
the broccoli and like the beans and
Yeah,
no
there you go.
tortillas. And that was pretty good, but then you just get tired of it. I'm just like, I'm so tired of eating Pollo Loco every
I'm gonna be
fucking day.
honest. I have eaten the exact same foods at the exact same times, more or less exact same times, for like 5 years straight.
Really?
Yeah, I can eat the same. I don't get tired of it.
Oh, you lucky fuck.
I'm just so focused on what I need to get done. Food to me is secondary.
Oh man.
Food is not a priority in my
I envy
life.
you.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say is nice. Is food is not a priority to me. So it's just
Yeah.
like I just found a decent enough lifestyle to where I can just cook. That way I don't have to think about it. I know how long it's gonna take between starting to cook and finishing eating, so I can work around that.
Nice.
And that's just how I do things. And then also, like I said, I just found certain meals that I can produce and cook that don't take too much time.
Nice.
Give me all the nutrients I need. I'm not big like I used to be, but I'm still.
Yeah, you're still
healthy.
like, yeah, you're skinny.
Yeah.
You look fit,
My coworkers always say the same thing. Like, I don't know how you live like that. I'm like, I don't know how to tell you, man.
in like the past
I don't know how
couple
you
years-
people freaking figure out what you're gonna eat every goddamn night when it's something different.
Dude, it's just.
That's a pain in the ass to me.
I think we're like also very spoiled in the city because we have so much good food, like
Yes,
just
you.
everywhere.
I just can't afford it.
So yeah, right. I know, and that's why I was so good at dieting like a year ago because I had no fucking money.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
now I'm working full time
It's the
again.
best diet.
I'm like,
That's the best diet.
literally being poor is like the
Yeah.
best diet.
Works every
And
time.
now I have money. I'm like, fuck, I want to eat this. I want to
I
eat
get
that.
it though. There
Yeah.
is moments where I'm like, okay, I want it. Like today, we're gonna go get a burger.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Today we'll
I want a burger.
Yeah, but when you do it every day, that is when it's like.
No,
okay,
I do it.
it's
I do
fun.
it every day for years. Like,
Really?
First of all, I don't really drink alcohol anymore, just because.
Right.
At first it was because I was just didn't want to deal with the calories.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to be as fucking fit as possible.
Yeah, nice.
Now it's just because I just don't feel like there's a reason to. Like,
Yeah.
what am I just gonna sit here and drink alone? That's just fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
So it's just like, well, I guess I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So that helps. It's just not having bullshit drinks, like energy
Dude.
drinks and sodas.
Yeah.
Just have water, and that's a big chunk right there.
Totally.
Yeah, just don't have chips and
Yeah.
sugar. Anything that you get in like a box or a bag, you see at like the stores, don't get that.
It's
That's
not
it.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fruits, vegetables, meat, cheese, bread. There you
Yeah.
go.
Now that you mention alcohol, that's also another big one for me that I just have trouble with, especially
Well, I
with.
feel like your industry, there's a lot of alcohol. around.
So
like
much.
that's a party.
It's so much.
industry.
It's like such a party scene, and
Yeah.
everyone's drinking for
Yeah.
sure.
For me, I
For
just
me-
sitting here.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like there ain't
yeah.
nothing going on.
But like beer specifically, I just love beer, and I love craft beer
Nice
too.
beer?
Yeah, I love me a beer.
Get yourself a good old
A
nice
good old Bud Light, a good Natty Light.
Not Natty Light?
Nothing like.
Pabst ribbon.
Yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pabst ribbon.
Pabst my baby right there.
Mhm.
Dude, I love beer so much. And I'll just like to have a little beer with a meal,
I'm the opposite.
And yeah, you don't like it, huh?
It's not that I don't like it. I just prefer a hard alcohol.
Liquor, yeah.
I like a nice sipper.
And the thing is, I was doing that where I'm like, okay, no more beer, just liquor. And then I get too drunk.
Well, yeah.
And then
that's
I'm
the
like
thing.
really fucked up. And
That's why
then
you just gotta sip on it to make it last.
drunk Andre is just like, yo, okay, drinks. Who wants drinks?
Who wants one?
Who wants one?
Throw
I'm
one my
feeling
way.
good. I wake up the next morning. I'm like, I spent like $250 fucking treating everyone. Oh my god, this is such
That's
a mess.
just business. You're just this is marketing.
It's just business.
Yeah, that's a business lunch right
yeah,
there.
right. Business
Yeah,
lunch.
put on your business credit
I'll start
card.
tax writing it.
Yeah.
Do a tax write-off. Hey, it was business lunch. I spent $250 at the bar.
You probably could. You probably could.
There's probably a way to do it, honestly.
Yeah. Did you save the receipts? Yeah, I went to this place.
Yeah. But yeah, drinking is a big one for me.
That actually is a big one in general. Like, if you just don't drink alcohol, you'd be surprised how much the weight just falls off.
I know. That is a big one.
You don't even have to like change anything else.
Everyone says it. Like, just cut that out.
Yeah.
You don't even have to change your diet that much.
Exactly.
And you'll see. And I'm like, oh.
It really does just add weight for no reason.
Yeah, literally it does.
I guess it's yeast. I don't know.
Yeast, I don't know.
Probably preservatives.
Hangovers too. Like if you want to, you want to cure your hangover, go get some like greasy food or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Then that adds up. I realized I was drinking so much for New Year's because like a friend was like, "Come to my thing." I'm like, "Cool." Another friend was like, "Let's go to this," and then like it's just back to back to back to back. And then I mean,
gotta please the fans.
We're older now, and my hangovers are fucking bad, bro. And I'm just feeling like shit. I can't do music. I can't do anything.
After a hangover.
Weed is perfect. I mean, weed always helps for sure. Anyway, that's one that I'm like, okay, I should probably cut down on my drinking too. I don't need to get trashed is the thing, you know what I mean? Like having a few drinks. I love to get trashed.
Get a nice buzz going.
Yeah, get a little buzz and I'm good, so.
My last blackout, I missed the chance to get laid, and I was like, never again.
That
was literally it.
Oh, no.
I woke up to some texts the next morning that were just literally just, hey, you want to fuck?
Oh.
And I was like, God damn it.
Blacked out.
Right? It's never been easier. A text just comes to me. Didn't have to do no effort. It's just right there in my pocket, but I didn't notice because I was just so blackout drunk.
Straight booty call, huh?
I was like, never again.
Oh man, dude, you're giving me flashbacks to like how I fucked it up with alcohol.
Those are the worst. That's the worst because it's just like
I actually.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's not me. I'm good. I'm telling you.
It's the alcohol.
Yeah, I had an experience like that. Probably my dream girl with my dream girl.
Oof.
Still think about her all the time. Totally fucked it up. I mean, let's just be real on the podcast here. I could not get it up with her because I was too drunk. Classic move, right?
It happens.
Happens to everyone.
Yeah.
But when it happens with a 10 out of 10, your dream girl, smoking hot, Austrian, just gorgeous.
I'm that tree.
Just gorgeous.
Yep.
It really hurts. It really digs deep into your.
You're not gonna forget it.
Never. I never forget it.
Yeah.
So now every time I'm like, if I'm like,
you're gonna tell your kids about
if
it.
I'm like, somewhere I'm drinking and there's a girl involved that I really like, it's time to chug a few waters.
Oh yeah.
We're not letting that happen.
I'm done.
Again.
I'm done getting. Drunk around women.
Done. Basically, what I do now.
I don't get drunk around women anymore.
Yeah.
That's just the rule.
I'll get a little buzz, but yeah, once you do it over and, if things are happening too, if moves are being made, then it's time to just,
I went
stop.
to my high school reunion. I met up with a couple of friends I hadn't seen since high school.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe like a couple years after. But I told him, like, I'll pick you up. I don't really drink anymore, so you guys can just have fun, and I'll just pick you up. My buddy, he didn't get too trashed. He was all right. The girl that we brought, my other friend, she got fucking trashed.
Really?
Oh, my God. We were so pissed because we wanted to go home because there was an after party that we went to. So we wanted to go home from that, and we're just like, what the fuck is she? We've walked around this house. This house is not a big house. We walked around it, through it, up, like, everywhere. Where the fuck could she be? Turns out she was trying to get laid with some other dude.
Nice.
But he was way too trashed, too. She finally comes out of the room that we didn't know they were even in. And then she's like, oh, like his pants around his ankle. He passed out. He was too drunk.
Dick out. Just
Yeah. And we're like, all right, well, sucks to suck. We're going home. He's a grown-ass man. Let's get the fuck out of here. It was a fun party.
And he just woke up like, what the fuck?
I guess so. He's like, you fucked me. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, dude. Yeah, alcohol and sex just it could be a bad time.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just never. Like, it sounds good at the time when you're young in your 20s.
Yeah.
But then when you get older, it's like, you know what? Yeah, like, it's too much work.
The alcohol helps with the confidence thing, you know, to, like, get a little more confidence. But now I'm older, I'm like, I just don't care anymore. Like,
exactly.
I'll just be a fool in front of a girl. Like,
that's confidence enough.
She doesn't want to talk to me or whatever. Like, I'm,
exactly.
Who cares? Yeah.
On.
So yeah, no, it's definitely an experience for sure.
I think what I'm gonna start doing is every time I have a guest over for the podcast, I'm gonna start just taking them to that Bob's Big Boy. Just make that my regular thing.
Nice.
Head on over to Babs.
Yeah, Bob's is a classic, bro. I mean, can't beat it.
A nice, right around the corner.
Just so nice.
A classic burger. American diner experience. You
great.
never know when millionaire Elon Musk.
Epstein's ghost.
walks on in, says, "Hey kid, I'm gonna make you a star."
Dude, literally, dreams are made there.
Exactly.
You know the Beatles sat at that fucking table.
They sat right
there.
there at that table.
That's literally where they wrote Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Rigby, there it is. Yeah,
That's what they wrote there.
Yeah, right there, Bob's.
It says right there, John Lennon wrote Eleanor Rigby.
They won't ever get rid of it.
Yeah, he scratched in.
We're gonna go see it today.
Yeah, totally. Hey, I actually have a question for you.
Let's hear it.
Have you been seeing around here? I think he's homeless, but an old man that yells at everyone, like right in this like shopping.
Oh
plaza.
yeah.
Have you seen that guy?
He's got like a bike.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I saw a Reddit post of some person who posted a picture of him, and she was like, "Yo, this person just wrecked my car. Like they threw paint all over it. Like, does anyone know?" Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's that guy."
That guy.
He has a name. I don't remember his name. But everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he hangs out at that shopping center."
I've seen him on the corner just flipping out. He's definitely like schizophrenic.
Exactly. He's one of those, you know.
You can definitely tell it's not like he's just like a douchebag.
He's one of those like homeless people who you know has issues.
Because he's just like flipping out over like I don't even know if he's flipping out over at people. He's just like flipping out at nothing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's sad.
Or his drugs. Who knows?
Drugs, you know. But
where are the cops when you need them to pick them up and throw them in North Hollywood like they normally do?
Seriously, what the fuck? Where are the buses that are shipping them to Malibu?
This is why I pay to live in a nice neighborhood. God damn it, I'm paying this extra money to dump them out somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
That's what they literally would do.
That's no, seriously. That's
they used to dump them in my old neighborhood, and I'd get pissed.
Those buses would drop them off right by you?
In North Hollywood, yeah.
Oh, really?
They have it on camera from like the police officers just dumping them.
Damn.
I was getting so pissed about it, and then I moved here, and then my coworker was like giving me shit. She's like, "You're such a hypocrite. You were complaining that they would dump them in your neighborhood." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but now I live there, so now it's good. Now I'm happy."
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want that service. I'm paying for it. God damn it.
Get them out.
Yeah. God damn it.
Dude, it's so bad. I actually had a pretty crazy experience.
They're getting wild.
A couple months ago.
They're getting bold.
Dude, I got jumped.
Really?
I got jumped a couple months ago. Yeah.
I can't imagine getting jumped by homeless. I would just beat the dog out of them.
That's another reason my resolution this year is to get fit, because I was like, fuck, I got jumped. Like, I couldn't fucking get this fucking huge guy off of me.
Oh, he was big?
He was big.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He was like, we were the same height, but he was definitely bigger, you know, a little fatter, probably like 250, you know.
Just took your wallet?
What happened was I was stopped at a red light going to work, just fucking regular Tuesday morning. Light turns green. I start going, and then I hear a boom on the side of my car. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see this giant hydro flask that has been launched at my car door, fucking dented the shit out of my car door.
Jesus.
My passenger side. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over at him, and he's like yelling some shit at me. He's saying something. I'm like, what the fuck,
I would have kept driving.
Yeah, and I drove and pulled over.
I would have pulled over. I would have kept going.
Dude, my door was so fucked that I
man.
was like, ugh. And I've just been dealing with insurance, like around this other car accident. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be such a fucking mess to deal with, you know. So I called the cops. I'm like, hey, let me, you know, this happened. File a police report so I have the insurance, so I can report to the insurance. Yo, there's a police report. This is what happened, you know. And since he was still over there, I walked over to the curb, took a picture of him. That was it, bro. That was the mistake I made right there. Took the picture. He starts launching at me, like grabs me, tackles me to the floor, is trying to take my phone away from me, and I'm like having my phone like this. He's trying to grab it with his hand. Eventually, like, we're wrestling for like a minute. I'm eventually able to like kick him off of me, and then he's like, tired. I'm tired. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, yeah, I would have gone right back up and stomped his face in the ground.
What the fuck? And then luckily people were around, and like someone had called the cops. I had already called the cops, right, to report the incident. They were like around. They came and they arrested the fool.
Dude, I would have stomped his fucking
Dude,
face.
I wanted to so bad, but
you gotta get back in shape.
Number one, I knew I couldn't. And then
you know you couldn't. He's on the ground tired.
Yeah, he was tired. I probably could have. But number two, I was like, I can't go. I can't get anything. Like, I just got this job. I don't want to go to jail. Like, you know, when the cops came, they were already pressing me because I kicked him off of me, like I told you. And they're like, oh, so you kicked him. You antagonized him.
Fucking cops.
I'm like,
so
dude,
useless.
I was like, in self-defense, he was trying to choke me. Like that's why I did
retarded?
it. Yeah.
Fuck?
And then they were going in on me. I'm like, oh my God.
I'd have been like, no, we're done. I'm going to wait till I get a lawyer.
Exactly. Eventually, I just stopped like talking to them, and I think he eventually admitted to like everything. Because then they got off my ass, and they're like, "All right, yeah, can we see the dent? Can we see where you got like scraped up?" And they stopped like going in on me. He probably said something, you know. So
Fucking morons.
I know, it's fucking annoying. I'm like, they come and they see us, arguing, and they're like, hey, move to the side, and they're like going on me, and they're like, you fucking go over there, like fucking walk over there. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you talking. I'm like,
these fucking loser
oh
cops.
god, and I just like I knew.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why nobody likes them.
Dude, for real. Literally all they do is just. I really think they're just glorified insurance agents.
Oh, 100%.
That's literally what cops are,
It's all it is.
Because if you really need help, like, they are not going to help
No,
you.
of course not. No.
But if it's like a business or like
exactly,
they
only report it when it's like there's money to be had. Of course not.
Exactly.
It's a racket.
It's a racket. Exactly.
They make all these bullshit laws that no one gives a fuck about, just so they have a reason to give you a ticket, so that way they can get the money. That way they can fund their courthouses and fund the lawyers and fund the judges and fund themselves. It's all a fucking racket.
It's a racket. Exactly.
Get rid of all that shit, and I guarantee you, problems will solve themselves, and that'd be the end of it.
Bro, I totally agree. I mean, it's all a setup for their pensions and their retirement, and they all take care of themselves.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
They don't fucking care.
Yeah. So, yeah.
People just become police so that way they can be police. That's it. They're not joining to help nobody.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyways, that was an experience.
That's wild.
It was pretty wild, and I'm just like, bro, people be getting crazy out here right now. Like, you got to watch out now. You can't just be on your phone, like walking down the street or anything.
So at my office, the mail people won't come upstairs to collect our mail.
Oh, yeah.
Because of some bullshit technicality that they just made up. They're like, oh, your door's on the other side.
Of course, yeah.
I take it upon myself just to walk it to the mailbox, but I just do it myself because, like you said, like, shit's wild. I can take care of myself. I think that's just it. I think maybe I'll just, if I'm not feeling good, travel somewhere else. And
that's a good idea. Mexico, bro. Go to Mexico.
I don't know if I go to Mexico.
Their healthcare. I mean, it's a little sketch, but you got $5, boom, you get taken care of.
I stand out too much. I don't want to be too obvious where they can pick me out.
They know. Everyone goes and does medical tourism over there.
I think they're starting to cancel that, aren't they? Like in Mexico, they're starting.
Are they?
Well, maybe it's not tourism.
They might be.
I know they were trying to like kick out American people living there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think because it was driving up prices too much.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Starting to kick out Americans.
Oh, I think you're right. I think I did hear about that in Mexico City. Yeah, dude. Apparently now a bunch of Americans are moving to Mexico. People who can like work remotely, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just be here. It's cheaper. I don't need to be in an office. So
years ago, like before COVID, there was a guy I met in a bar who owned some property in Mexico. I guess he has dual citizenship or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like he owns a couple properties in Mexico because it was cheaper. So he bought the properties there, and he rents it out to like American business people.
Oh.
So he charges them American prices.
Nice.
But then he'll pay maids there to upkeep it, but he'll pay them like
their
money, which is like nothing, like a couple bucks.
I know.
To like keep it renovated. And there you go.
That's wild.
Not a bad business.
That's the thing, yeah. Like everything is so much cheaper over there. Food.
How much money do you think I would need to just comfortably live in like Thailand forever?
Not a lot, bro.
If I had $100,000, how much do you think that would last me in Thailand?
I think that could last you like 5 years.
That's it?
I think so.
I need more than
You need more than that, yeah.
So I need like $1 million.
I mean, maybe longer. I think you could probably get away with like a decade.
Maybe at least a decade.
Yeah, but like you also wouldn't, you'd be living in like
squalor.
A little bit, I would say.
I probably would live like middle class.
You'd probably
like American middle class, but like in Thailand.
But American middle class
is really nice.
Really nice over there.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're never gonna get to like American levels of luxury and niceness, but whatever. That's good enough.
10 years of just enjoying a nice house.
You don't need that.
With like maybe a butler or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even get the butler.
Dude, just to have someone to clean, because cleaning is the whole
conversation, so I don't go crazy.
Yeah, someone to talk to.
Exactly.
Just get yourself a Tesla robot. Those new androids.
Dude, robots in the future are gonna get wild, especially because like there's gonna be sex bots and all that.
Dude, yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen once sex bots become a thing? Like in terms of like dating and
it's
marriage?
over, bro.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's
I'm like,
over.
I don't know, man. If they get legit,
if you get like a
people get tricked by bots on the internet already. Like, I think if you can get like a legit humanoid-looking robot,
I think we will be fine. I think it's the kids who are gonna struggle.
For sure. Yeah. I think because like they're gonna be born into it.
Yeah, they're gonna be born into it. They're gonna be antisocial as fuck. I mean, they already are antisocial. If you like talk to any Gen Z people.
We already are.
We were, you know, they're more, and they're just going to keep happening more. Then you're going to have just these robots. And that's the only thing these kids are going to know.
Is the robot.
Uh-huh.
I think maybe that could help bounce it the other direction. Because
Possibly.
maybe instead they'll be born with the robot companion that's like a human, and then they'll just learn how to be social that way.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make them more social because,
Yeah.
like, from birth, they've had this secondary person to interact with.
Maybe. You know,
And you can just program. I'm sure they'll just program the robot to be as educational. You know,
Yeah.
like it'll be like a realistic human that's your friend,
Yeah.
but it'll make sure to like, hey, don't do that, or that's rude. I don't like that, or I don't know, stuff like that.
Maybe
That
they
way you get
become
those social skills.
the like most social generation.
They just got to
ever.
get all the face things right, so it's like they can understand facial recognition, or like what do you call it, emotions and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like when you do something that would upset a regular person, the robot gets upset. That way, I don't know. That could be something.
Possibly, bro. I mean, look, I'm totally for less humans. Fuck it. These robots come along, people stop fucking, and like we have less kids. I mean,
think it's gonna happen.
That's fine. What the hell? We need less population with all the shit that's going on.
I
Like,
think that maybe the teenagers, they will live to the point where if they stay single and just save money, they'll live to the point where there'll be so much depopulation that they'll be rich.
yeah.
I think that could happen.
I think so too, and I think that is.
I think we can maybe get the tail end of that. Maybe in our like 70s or 80s, we'll be like considered rich because of the depopulation. Like if we save money now.
Yeah, maybe. I honestly think so. Like less people is better. So sex robots, you know, maybe cut the population a little bit. That's fine by me.
It's
I'm
already
cool with
happening.
it.
So.
Yeah.
Is there more births being had now? I feel like there was a slight increase, right?
I'm not sure. I
We
think there was like a
What the heck? The robots are listening.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Siri turned on. Hey, you heard us, all right?
She
So
activated.
if you guys want to take over, we're cool, all right?
I will suck you off now.
Yeah. I saw there was like a decline or something, or I heard something.
I
like
know
that.
for sure there's a decline, but
Uh-huh.
I feel like in the last couple of years there was a slight bounce back where
Okay.
more people were getting married. But I feel like it's now that the economy's going to shit, it's just like erasing that.
Yeah, right. People are just like, fuck no, bro. I'm not having a fucking kid right
You
now.
can't afford it.
Yeah.
Too much money.
It's so expensive, dude.
Yeah, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. I see my nephew, my brother's son, and I'm just like, bro, all the money on the doctor. You know, shit comes up with a kid. Like, you got to take him to the fucking doctor. School.
How the fuck do people afford school?
Dude.
Aren't schools like thousands of dollars a semester?
Yeah, if you want a fucking good school, you know, or you could send them to LAUSD and fucking pray to God that they actually get an education there.
I think there's a trade-off for that, though. Like, you go to private school, you get a better education, but you go to public school and you get better social skills.
Yeah, totally. You get socialized better. You know, you get street smarts, which count for something, you know.
I feel like I lived a very, what's the word? God, I can't think of it. No, where's the name? Sheltered, there you go.
Sheltered life, yeah.
I lived a very sheltered life. I didn't know how to do anything for a long time.
Yeah.
Because, like, I wasn't allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, just going to private school and all that, it was just like, you can't do that, you can't do that, you got to sit here, you got to do this, and blah, 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 and then do that at home, too, and it's just like, well, I can't move.
Dude, yeah. No, I feel that for sure. I went to Catholic school my whole life. My elementary school and middle school were right there in Silver Lake, and which was not a nice area in, like, 1999, you know? It was, like, a pretty sketch area.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, so... And we would be taking the bus to school, and then eventually when I would take the bus on my own with my friends, I think that's where some of my socialization happened, because like people were fucking rude and mean, especially me, a little fucking white kid, you know, on the fucking bus, little 10-year-old with a fucking mushroom haircut, like I was perfect for being fucked with, so people would be pushing me and shit.
Fresh meat.
Like some homeless guy would be saying something to me. I remember one guy, I had my headphones in, he's like, can I try those on? And me, I'm like,
no.
Yeah, here you go. You like gave him, and then some other guy stepped in for me, thank God, and was like, hey man, don't fuck with that kid. Give him his headphones back. Like, don't fuck with him. Like, he's like, hey, don't let people do that shit to you. I'm like, okay. And then he got my headphones back for me. But I remember I learned a lot of shit just taking the bus.
Honestly, I think that's when it started for me too, is when I got out of like into college and started taking like the bus, the train.
Yeah, that'll teach you a lot right there of just like how people are in whatever city you were in. in, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, how to just
You're
like
gonna see the worst of them on the bus.
yeah, seriously.
If you can survive the bus in a terrible city, you can survive the rest of the city, no problem.
Yeah, exactly. So I got a little bit of that, but even then, you know, I definitely felt a little sheltered in high school and whatnot. And you're definitely not exposed to like some of the fucking shit public school kids are. Like, you know, you'll talk to your fucking cousins in public school. You're like, what the fuck? People are smoking up in the bathroom in like 7th grade. Like, what?
That's the thing is, I would hear rumors of stuff going on in my school, but like I never saw it, and then like the rumors probably weren't even true.
Right. It was probably not true, right?
Yeah.
Like kids doing all this crazy shit, but
Well,
it
like,
scares you as
in public school. Like, no, that shit you see it.
Yeah.
Like it's there.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I would go to friends' public schools and be like, "What is up with this place?"
Yeah.
Like, to pick them up or something.
I would go to my sister's because my sister didn't go to a private school, so I remember going and being like, "Oh fuck, these kids are scary," and I'm the older kid, like, "Yo, I don't even want to fuck with these like 5-year-olds here."
Man, it's like in the show Recess.
Yeah,
Like, they're
like
like little tribal animals.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't fuck with them.
Yeah, seriously, dude, those kids are scary, man.
I don't know what I would do with my kids. I mean, no, I think public school probably the way to go.
Yeah.
Maybe public school for like elementary moving up, like kindergarten up, and then like private high school just to try it out.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking the thing is like what school district are you in, you know? Because if you're in like around here it's pretty good. Like Burbank school districts are really good. Glendale's pretty good. Pasadena's pretty good. But if you're in like fucking like Hollywood, oh fuck, bro, you're fucked. Like
I had a friend
teachers don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. I had a friend who she went to a Hollywood high school.
Yeah.
Or like I think she just lived in Hollywood.
That's where my brother
up.
went too.
Yeah, and it's just like I remember we passed it once and she's like, "Oh, I went to high school there," and I looked over and it was like all fucking gates and locked up and like
metal detectors.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Yeah, that was my school." And I was just like, "Jesus, like that looks scary. It looks like prison."
Yeah, bro, it looks like prison. It's fucked up.
It just looks straight up scary.
And like, yeah, you'll see like certain schools, they're just so much nicer, and then other schools are like fucked up and their test scores are horrible, and they're the same school district. It's all the same government. It's like so shit, you know.
I went to a fancy.
Yeah, me too. I did too. I wouldn't call mine super fancy, but I mean they paid.
I think mine was.
Yours was fancy for
mine
sure.
Was super fancy.
Yours was like one of the like best ones around here.
Yeah.
Like y'all have big celebrities going there.
Yeah, exactly. I went to my high school reunion there, and they made it even nicer.
Really?
They upgraded it, and like I couldn't go inside because of the way they have it set up. They basically expanded the gym and everything.
Damn.
I think it has like an actually like nice gym.
Oh wow.
Like workout gym.
Yeah, like an actual like workout gym.
That was like part of it. I'm trying to remember the rest, but like yeah, they definitely upgraded it, and I was like, damn, this is weird. It's like in the future, but my past.
Yeah, seriously.
It's weird. I don't know.
My high school was like renovated to shit too. Like it looks completely different. But mine was ass when I went there. Like everything was falling apart. Bathrooms sucked.
Yeah.
And now, of course, when we leave is when they make everything way nicer.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got lucky. Like right when I got in, they upgraded.
Yeah.
So it was like modern for the time. Everything was clean at least.
Right. Yeah. I remember, you know, I had friends that went to your school, and you guys had like the smart boards, and that was the first time I heard of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was like, a smart board? What the fuck?
What the heck is that?
Yeah.
Where's that damn fangled screen they got on that chalkboard there?
And then 2 years later, I walk into a class and I see it, and YouTube's just playing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, oh hell yeah, I fuck with this.
That's all you need.
It's fucking awesome.
Now it's like the standard.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish they could just beam shit into your brain and just be done with the day.
That'd be fucking
Here's
great.
math. There you go.
Dude.
Now you know how to do physics.
Are you gonna get chipped up when it happens?
Fuck no. Hell no. Because here's the thing. You get the chip and then, now you need the 2.0.
Right.
Oh, that one's, the battery died in that one. You have to go up in there, take it out and redo it.
Go in there.
You have to schedule your surgery.
There's totally no like firmware in there that's spying on you.
I know, right?
We swear.
Well, it's not even that. It's the surgery. It's just like, okay, we have to put it in. Oh, you know what? The battery died. There was an issue. We got to put in a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for your yearly update. We have to take that one out, put in the new version or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's slow because it's been a couple of years. You have to update, so we gotta do the surgery again.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, I'm not doing no chips, no installations, no fucking none of that.
I'm like in love with concept of it. Like
exactly, it sounds awesome.
It sounds awesome, right?
Sounds cool as fuck.
Like, but you know, these like corporate fucks.
Oh hell yeah.
Are not gonna
100%.
use it. Like they're gonna use it to take advantage of you in some fucking way.
All right, you're acting up. We're putting you unconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Oh, you're gonna shoot a fucking CEO. Zap.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking you
We're
never
detecting
make
shit.
it.
Yeah, no, there's way too much implications.
Yeah, no,
There's some cool
it's bad.
ideas with, like, for example, there's an anime called Excel World.
Okay.
Have you heard of Sword Art Online?
Oh yeah.
So
I've
it's
heard
by
of
the
that one, yeah.
same studio, I think.
Okay.
And technically, it's like the same timeline. It just takes place like
Oh.
way in the future, so they have nothing to do with each other.
Okay.
They have
Yeah.
nothing to do with each other. Just people like to say that, like, oh, there's Easter eggs and blah blah blah.
Yeah, sure.
There was, like, I think a crossover episode, but
Nice.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Same universe. Like,
Yeah, same concept, future technology, and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they had this kind of like a necklace, almost like a little brace thing that goes around your neck. It's basically your smartphone, but it goes around your neck, so you have a hologram system in front of you, kind of like Google Glass,
Okay.
but only you could see it.
Oh.
So like you're hooked up to everything, and you're just like no, like people just see you touching the air, but like you're
Yeah, you see it in
on
your...
the web, or you
Yeah.
know, looking at cameras at your house or whatever. That'd be cool. An external piece that gives me all that same access, but like I
Yeah.
could take it off.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been in love with that idea of like becoming a fucking cyborg.
I mean, yeah, I would
And,
love like
like,
a robotic arm that
A fucking lighter on my thumb.
Yeah.
That'd be
Go,
fucking
gadget.
badass. Yeah.
have
exactly.
it
like
voice
Go-Go.
activated go gadget lighter
Yeah,
phone.
fucking, I don't know, like fucking auto-tune my voice whenever I want or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So, but I know you're so right. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be way darker, way like not as cool, not as fun,
That's the thing is
and
like
fucked up in some sort of way.
I'm sure. I think it would be fucked up regardless. But even if it's good, even if it's a good thing, they still have to cut you open.
Yeah, that's true.
To do whatever they have to do, and then like look at your car. You got to fucking replace parts. Shit's always
Dude,
break your
yeah.
phone. You always got to replace your phone. So it's just like a yearly surgery you would probably have to do 2 years probably at most,
For real.
just to get updates and shit, or you know, piece break. I don't know.
Yeah, your shit.
I
starts...
tripped and fell, and now like it dislodged, like a part broke,
shit.
and now I gotta fucking now it's useless. Now
You
I
gotta like
you know.
replace the battery. Like
Yeah.
it starts getting slower and
Mhm.
shit, unresponsive to shit you're doing.
Exactly.
Like, oh god.
Recalibrate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if I was blind and I can get like robotic eyes, I could just pop in and see. Sure, great.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Fuck it. I'm blind anyway. Might as well. If you're deaf, you know, hearing aids is basically that.
Yeah.
But you're deaf anyway, so fuck it.
Uh-huh.
You know, if I'm like perfectly healthy, it's just like there's no point. What am I gonna do?
Sure.
The only thing would be like if they can give me bionic legs and then I can just like I don't know walk forever without getting tired.
Run to work. or
Run to work
something.
without getting tired.
That would be dope.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Something like that or bionic arms. Now I can lift anything up without struggle.
Yeah.
But then I guess that'd be boring because then it's like, well,
Right. Then you're like, well, why do I need to do?
why do I need to do? Well, now I can lift the car, but who
Yeah.
cares? Yeah.
Put those on, start working out. Like,
Yeah.
What's the point?
What's the point? Exactly.
Ugh, yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see where we go with that shit. I saw some like TED Talk or some shit on YouTube of some guy who got an implant and he was like controlling the mouse with his mind and you could see it.
But he didn't have arms though, right, or something?
No arms, like
Yeah.
just like that.
So it's like fuck it, who cares?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Like he has arms. He has always. It's just they were just fucking around or whatever.
Oh, he does have arms.
He does have arms.
Oh, I thought you were
no.
saying he doesn't have arms, so like they
He has
gave
a-
him the chip so he can like.
He's fully functional.
Oh, gotcha.
Guy, like has no problems and.
But he
yeah,
has his implant.
He just got. They're like testing this implant on him, and you could
Ooh,
see
brave
him
man.
like moving the cursor and everything. Yeah, pretty gnarly.
I've seen they've done like implants with amputees where like they give them prosthetics and they have like an implant to control the prosthetic.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's boring. I want to see people use it. Yeah, I want to see fucking robots.
I just want to see a dude with like one bionic eye that's like a laser, like zoom in. zoom.
That'd be sick.
Telescopic eyes, like an eagle, would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh yeah, just like see shit from everywhere.
Exactly.
Gotta zoom in real quick.
My neighbor's taking a shower. Give me one moment. Enhance computer, enhance image. Something like that.
yeah, that'll be cool.
The weapons advancements.
Mm,
Are you worried that we're just gonna get blown away by a nuclear holocaust?
I feel like we're almost there. Yeah,
I'm a little
honestly.
worried. At first, I was like, man, that's not gonna happen. But now I'm like, okay, there's some fucking people out there that might push the button.
Before, maybe like my whole years growing up, I'm like, it won't happen. Now I'm like, yo, post 2020, I'm like, anything can happen. at this
Exactly,
point.
yeah.
Like,
Shit's getting too
nuclear
wild.
war, like
Yeah.
any wars, like any tsunamis, fucking.
I really think we do need
Anything
to
can
start
happen.
expanding off Earth just to get people off Earth.
Yeah.
Just so it's like, okay, we need some breathing room. People are getting a little too antsy on this planet.
Yeah,
Let's get a colony going.
that'd be sick.
A space colony.
Yeah.
Gundam.
It's just gonna be for all the rich people, though. That's the problem.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think the colony is going to be for all the rich people, or do you think Earth's going to be for all the rich people?
Oh, good question. Yeah, I think the colony.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think Earth's going to be for the rich.
Oh, really?
I think
so.
Well, I think the colony's going to be limited. Are you going to have mountain ranges in the colony?
Right.
Are you going to have starry nights? Well, I guess you could.
But are we gonna have those on Earth?
Like
is
WALL-E?
like shit gonna be destroyed? Yeah, is it gonna be like WALL-E? Everything's fucking littered up and like fucking trash.
Look at Mount Everest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a. Why do they still let people go up there?
Poops and pee up there.
Yeah.
And
Why do
fucking...
they let people go? It's just a line. There's no challenge. There's nothing cool happening. It's just people waiting in line to say they've done it. Who fucking cares?
Because I need to be up there. That's why.
Who fucking cares?
Dude, yeah, that shit is wild. You see all the people going up there. I actually got into like a YouTube rabbit hole of that. I was watching all the videos of people like traveling up to Everest. I know so many people fucking die.
Oh yeah.
For nothing, just like
I could think of a billion other things I'd rather do than go to Mount Everest.
Yeah, I'm good on that, honestly.
Yeah, don't care.
Like fuck it. I'll watch the videos. The videos are good enough for me.
Exactly. I'll just go to like a nice mountain that's snowy and just enjoy that view, and that's good enough.
Good enough.
You know, don't have to risk my life in any shape or form.
No way, dude. No
Don't have to wait in a fucking line.
No, those and that like altitude sickness that gets you. Fuck, that shit looks brutal.
I just don't get it. I just don't get the appeal.
And it's expensive too.
I'm sure. Flying
20
there,
grand, like
them,
some shit.
the equipment,
Not fucking worth it,
oxygen
bro.
tank, foods.
It's not for us.
Do volcano jumping.
Volcano jumping.
Yeah, everyone else, instead of doing climbing Mount Everest, do volcano jumping.
Is that a thing? Like...
No, but it should be. Fuck it.
I was like, what? You could do that?
I'm going to start that. I'm going to make volcano jumping a thing for all these junkies out there. And then if they fucking fall in, oh well. There you go.
That sounds fun.
I bet you I could do that. I bet you I can get away with just getting like a bungee cable and setting it up there and then just testing it out. All right, we're on a good spot. There's no rocks. And then just putting up a sign, just like volcano jumping, $20.
Come volcano jump.
Yeah.
Dude, you probably could. Those Everest people, a bunch of them are not, like the Sherpas. A bunch of them are just like that. They're just like, yo, I'm a Sherpa now.
Exactly.
Like,
they're just like people. They're not like government fund. They're no job. There's not a job.
Yeah.
They're just people that do it, and they're like,
just like, yo, I could do that.
Yeah,
like,
I'll
fucking,
take you up there.
Hey, give me $5,000, I got you. I'll
exactly.
take you up. Like,
they're naturally adapted to that environment.
Yeah.
They just walk up and down it for the shits and giggles. They just live there. They have to walk up and down it.
Dude, fuck it. Let's
have to
set
go
up
up there.
Volcano jumping.
Exactly. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's make volcano jumping a thing.
We'll make some money.
I bet you people will be down for it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm down for that.
We'll just figure out how to get rich people hyped for it, and then we just need to make sure we cut our losses and just make sure we make enough money to have a good life before somebody falls in.
Yeah.
Once the first person falls in,
It's over.
you know what? No. Second person. First person falls in, that's publicity. Second person falls in, all right, people are going to stop.
That's right. Yeah. People come in swarms.
I bet you somebody falls in from volcano jumping, we would triple our sales. What? Volcano? That's a thing? People don't even know it's a thing. Man dies from volcano jumping.
What?
There's this new thing that's waving the nation. It's called volcano jumping.
I see the TikTok trends
exactly.
already. Like, you're not going to believe this volcano jump.
You're not going to believe this volcano jump. He went 120 feet. That's the longest jump from a volcano. The new craze that's sweeping the nation. It's called volcano jumping.
Haters in the comments. That's nothing.
I've jumped
I could do more. I did more in fucking 09.
Have you seen Kevin Creative's volcano jump? That one's the highest there ever was.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's set this up.
Let's make it happen. I'm sure. Well, like I said, we don't even need anything. Just get a fucking bungee rope. Go to a volcano. Get a bungee rope. Put up a sign. Get a harness.
Easy.
There it is. Hey, you guys over there, you want to try this out?
Easy. I'm down.
And then, because once you start getting people interested, then the rest of them are going to be like, oh, the line's for that. Let's go do that.
That's right.
People make their own lines.
It's true. It's true.
How many times have you gotten a line that didn't even exist?
Dude, in and out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I'm like, oh fuck, this is an in and out line? Shit.
Exactly. You get a crowd of people and other people will naturally just wander over.
Just will wander over.
They see that herd and they think that's where their herd has to go.
There you go.
They run over.
It really is just that, like, herd mentality with everything.
It is.
Honestly.
We can even just hire a group of people just to stand there and pretend like they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Other people will be like, what's this? Why don't you try?
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is the perfect scam right here.
It's going to work. It's not even a scam. It's a real thing.
It's real.
Where I'm really going to push them off. They're really going to fall in that fucking volcano.
There's no scam
There's
here.
no
You're
scam.
right.
You're going to fall in.
It's super legit,
It's coming back up. That's the hard part.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm not guaranteeing that part at all.
Just going down is what I guarantee.
Yeah, I promise you're gonna
You
go
signed
in.
the fucking paperwork right here. It says,
Yeah.
well, I'm only getting you down. I don't get you up.
You get it. I'll do my best, but it's not my problem.
I'm down.
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
What are the crazy? That I think honestly, I think that's what it is. You can just, as long as it's crazy and stupid. Oh, I just remembered. I need to make the drawings. I was looking at old TikTok trends to show to my coworkers.
Okay.
Just as like a reminder thing. Like I'll remember Tide Pods, like the Tide Pod challenges. And so like I made some thumbnails that I sketched out where it's just me doing those trends. Like there's one of them I drew. It's called Spaghetti and Tide Pod. It's just me in a restaurant with a server just giving me a plate.
With Tide Pods in it. That's funny.
I told them I want to make like gummy candy that looks like Tide Pods and make videos of me just being like, these are so good. Oh, kids.
That's actually a genius idea. Gummy Tide Pods.
Oh, your kids, your parents are hiding this in the bathroom. You should try them out. They're so good. I'd probably get arrested for that.
Nah, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Local Psycho goes onto YouTube posting videos. Goes by Kevin Kreative, enticing children to eat Tide Pods. We thought this craze was over, but it's making a resurgence.
It's back.
Have you heard of NyQuil chicken?
Oh, I have heard of that.
I was showing my
I
coworkers that.
totally forgot about that. What, you like bake the chicken in NyQuil?
You boil it.
You boil it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You just fill up that pot of NyQuil, put a chicken in there. It turns like blue-green.
Fucking A.
Apparently, just from boiling it, the fumes alone will just fuck you up.
Really?
Because apparently the fumes, apparently boiling it makes it more potent.
Oh, God.
And then just inhaling the fumes that are just evaporating from
the NyQuil?
Yeah.
And you're just fucking high off your ass on NyQuil?
That'll do it.
Holy shit.
And then you eat the chicken and...
Now you're giving me ideas.
I don't know if you wake up.
I don't got to work tomorrow. I might need to boil some NyQuil.
Fuck it.
See what this
Give
is
it
like.
A shot. What other ones were there? There's a couple other planking. Galaxy gas.
Oh, Galaxy Gas. I love that shit.
You've tried it?
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
Honestly, it's like Nas.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you ever had Nas?
It's like Whippets.
It's like Whippets, exactly.
But
it's
like way bigger.
Way bigger. It has some of it has flavors.
Mm-hmm. Well, isn't it supposed to be like an actual food thing?
It's supposed to be like
cakes and stuff, like
something
cream?
like that. I don't know. It's supposed to actually be used for shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be used for like just whipped cream for like food.
Yeah.
It's a fancy whipped cream.
Whippets are used like
it's just
for whipped cream,
like
whipped creamer. Yeah, I don't know. A friend of mine just had some Galaxy Gas. Like, yo, I have this Galaxy Gas. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, I just bought it at the smoke shop. It's like Nas.
I don't know they sell it at the smoke shop.
Yeah. You got to find like a smoke shop that has them, you know.
Oh, I thought it was just like a food thing. You just buy at the store.
No, you could buy it at smoke shops. And then,
maybe I'm wrong about it.
It's supposed to be used, like you said, for stuff, but
Food
people use it for recreational purposes.
I just saw a video where a guy's voice just gets really deep.
Yeah, it gets super deep, and you're just like kind of out of it. It's what I think dying feels like.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like that's what it feels like when you die.
Like, are you slowly just blacking out to sparkles?
Yeah, you're starting to see stars, and it feels great actually, and you're like, oh, I actually feel so calm right now. That's what I imagine it feels like.
that makes me look forward to dying.
If you do too much, it actually
Probably
feels like
will
you're
die.
dying. Yeah, like yeah. So gotta be careful with that stuff.
We're gonna have to get that for the channel.
let's try that.
Business expense.
Tax write-off, Galaxy Gas.
We'll do a game series. Every time you die, you take it.
Oh, you take it again. Just on the floor by the end of it.
Bro, we've been on the floor from like the third death.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go through Orlando.
You're just like, all
right, we're at Darling Shrine. All right, get the bonfire. Go over to that bonfire.
What? Don't get cursed.
Oh, we got hollowed.
Dude, that was a TikTok trend, Galaxy Gas?
I think so. I think it was a trend, or it's just like a new thing that's on the street. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I've been seeing it around more.
My buddies, they got me a can of liquid cannabis with shrooms.
Oh, interesting.
It's like
that's a new fucking combination right there.
I think it's called Breeze.
Really?
Something like that. The can looks really cool. I wish I still had it.
We're getting all these crazy mixtures now.
It's the future, man. It's 2025.
Awesome. Yeah.
You can get high any way possible.
It's so great. Yeah.
Do they actually have stuff? Do you actually get liquid, what is it, ecstasy or acid or whatever, and drop it in your eyes?
Acid, you can do that.
That's
LSD.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it hits you pretty hard if
I
you do it
imagine.
through your
Isn't that
eyes.
like directly in like your brain?
Into your bloodstream, basically.
Your, what do you call it? The blood-brain barrier or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it just fucking hits you.
maybe one day.
Yeah. I love LSD. I've done it before.
I'd like to try it once.
But
like directly into the eyes.
oh, I've never done that.
That's what I'm saying. I want to try that. Like
That sounds scary.
that's the thing. Is it sounds really. Can you go blind? I don't even know.
You can. I don't think. No,
No?
I don't think you can.
Mm.
I've heard it's a thing people do in Berlin a lot.
Really?
Like yeah,
It's like
they
a standard thing.
they like will eye drop them in, and they'll have them in little eyedroppers.
Yeah.
Over here, the way I always see acid over here, it's like in a teardrop bottle, almost like a.
Yeah.
You know what is that? Clear eyes and whatnot.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you like spray it into your mouth, or you'll put it on like a cloth and
Yeah.
take it that way. You know. Yeah,
Right in
and
the
just keep
gums.
it there until you start feeling a little silly, and then you're like,
Wow.
oh shit.
I want to try LSD and acid just because I've tried shrooms and they just don't seem to be very effective on me.
Dude, shrooms are hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they'll hit you, sometimes they won't.
I'm
sometimes...
guessing I've always just had bad. I've never had I've tried shrooms a good 4 or 5 times. One of them I felt high, but I also was smoking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's it.
Exactly, yeah. No, I mean you will feel it. You will know when you feel it.
That's the thing. I don't see anything. I don't have
Then yeah,
hallucinations.
it just didn't hit you.
Yeah.
Could have been like a bad batch, or you never even know with shrooms. That's the thing. Maybe you just ate too much that day.
Well, that's
and
the
like,
thing. Well, I think that's part of it. Is I think I probably ate too much usually when I
Mhm.
do them because I did it with my friend. We shared the same batch, and she was fucking tripping.
Really, yeah.
She was going. She was losing it.
Ha ha ha.
But I was just I'm not seeing anything. She's like, yeah, the ceiling is like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm not getting none of
That's
that.
wild. Yeah, it's so different. And shrooms are always just kind of a gamble. I feel like LSD is for sure like it'll hit
Way
you,
more
but it's
potent.
way stronger.
Yeah.
Like it lasts like 12 to 13 hours sometimes.
Damn! I didn't know it was like that.
It can be like that, especially
Damn.
if you've like never done it.
Yeah, no,
You're like it's just been sitting there because it's like fluid in your spine is what they say.
Oh,
It's
really?
like releases it.
Oh shit!
And that's what causes a lot of the psychedelic effects.
Really?
And if you've never done it, it's just been sitting in there collecting your whole
Yeah,
life.
I've never. Done it.
Yeah. So once you do it, you're gonna be.
So
true
would that
proud.
cause spinal issues down the line if you did it too much? You think?
People say it's a rumor, like, oh, it'll sometimes hit you out of nowhere, and you'll have like a psychedelic effect because it's in there in your spine. And now,
But I'm saying is if that releases whatever, is that gonna cause your spine to condense or crush?
no, it's. I think there's like a lot of rumors. People say, oh yeah, I could fuck with you
Right.
or whatnot, but there's never been a report.
I mean, no one's ever done the science behind it. No one's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
studied it.
right.
So it's just
Yeah, I think more than anything, it causes like the psychological issues, and then the actual like physical issues. You know, like if you have
break
like
your mentality.
yeah, like if you have underlying issues like mental health issues,
Maybe
It
I
could.
shouldn't.
yeah, it could fuck you up like that
Maybe
too.
maybe I should push that over the edge. I feel like weed might be just enough.
Yeah, weed is great. You know, it's low risk. You know,
A lot of reward.
Yeah, a lot of reward.
Mhm.
You know, probably the worst thing about it, you might get a little too hungry. and
Honestly,
that's
there
it.
really is no negativity.
Honestly, dude. Honestly, it's great.
Yes, it's addicting, but to such a low extent. It's
I know.
It's as addicting as coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
No one's sucking dick for coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, yeah, I'll take a trip somewhere. I'm like, okay, I won't have weed
Yeah.
for like a week.
Exactly. It's
My
whatever.
tolerance will go down.
Yeah.
Like, cool. I'll
Not a
come
big
back.
deal.
I'll get high easier.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's not a problem, you know.
But it's not like if you don't have the money for it, it's not like you're gonna go looking for it. It's
Totally.
like, oh well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait till next paycheck.
Yeah, when I was super
I'm not gonna
broke.
sell my pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was super broke. I'm like, fuck, well, I can't buy weed.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just be without weed for a while until
Yeah.
I have money again. And then when you have money again and can afford it, it just makes it better. You're
Yeah.
like, cool, I have a low tolerance again, and I can just,
Everybody has a
fly high.
vice.
yeah.
Mine is just women, liquor, weed, and alcohol. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Mine is just women, liquor, weed, alcohol, fucking
Drugs, cocaine.
cocaine, LSD. No.
All right.
I am totally kidding. I am a occasional user, you know.
Just a
just
connoisseur,
just
really.
occasional, like every weekend, occasional, you
Just
know.
a connoisseur.
I definitely think LSD kind of triggered some stuff in me.
I think all types of hallucinogens.
well,
Once you
dude.
have an experience once,
Yeah.
I think it kind of just sticks.
Yeah, I think definitely it might have caused some things in terms of mostly just anxiety, I think, because I just became more conscious about shit. I was like, oh, I'm conscious now that I do this or I do that, you know,
Oh,
and
I
I do
see.
this, and like you kind of get an outside perspective of yourself sometimes.
I think so, yeah. I
You
think I
know,
agree.
which can be helpful, and I
I
think
agree,
it
yeah.
was pretty helpful for me in terms
I think
of some things.
it's just a balance, though, because I will say
Exactly, it's a balance for
I
sure.
think it gets sometimes you get a little too in your head,
Totally.
and then it's like imagining things that didn't even.
Exactly.
They might have happened, but not like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I do feel like it's a bit of self-consciousness.
Uh-huh.
It's just like, okay, let's take a step back.
Totally. You need
Nobody else felt that way.
You need to check yourself some bit, and that's why it's good to do it with friends too, because
that's the thing.
You'll just get into that, and then your friend will mention something, you'll snap out of it.
Yeah.
Go on this tangent now, and then now you're good. So
that's why I prefer doing like smoking with people around me. It's just more fun.
Totally.
It ain't no fun if your homie can't have none.
That's
exactly.
Right. That's fucking right, dude. Yeah, I mean, smoking with friends is great. Smoking by yourself is great too.
It's always a good time.
Just can't beat it. 0 calories. Come on.
That's what I tell people.
Fucking like not gonna affect you in any way.
My friends complain about drinking because they're like, oh, the calorie count. I'm telling you, man, 0 calories.
Yeah, switch to weed.
Does the same effect.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, it's
the only thing I don't like though is alcohol. It's easier to be more outgoing.
It's you can be more social.
Yeah, but weed is way more introverted.
Yeah, I have noticed like if I smoke flower, I can still be a little more social. Not as much as if I was like sober.
I think I'm the opposite.
Really?
I feel like I can do the pen and be social.
Really?
But if I do flower, it's just like, all right.
You're not.
You know what? I don't think it matters, honestly. I think regardless, I think it's the environment more so.
That's true. Environment
I
too.
I think if I'm in a familiar environment, it's okay.
Then whatever.
But if I'm in a new one, like regardless, I'll probably still be like antsy. Well, I'll be more antsy if I'm high.
Yeah, totally. No, that's exactly right. I'm the opposite. Like I can't do any pens or anything around people.
Oh, I love doing it with my buddy or with anybody.
Yeah, same thing. Like if I'm at like a bar or something, I probably won't do that because I want to be a little social.
No, I'm the opposite. I'm like, dude, let's go.
Yeah, I'm like, give me a joint right now. Like I'm good.
Either one. Yeah.
You can get a little antisocial, and I think definitely in college when I was like a heavy fucking stoner, like wake and bake every fucking day. There was a period where I noticed I'm like, yo, I'm just getting high, going to school, coming back, getting high, playing video games. I'm like not being social.
I think that part of the issue though is when you smoke weed, you just feel so relaxed that you're just like, dude, this is great. Like, why do anything else but do this? Like everything else is just so stressful.
Totally.
Why wait in line? Why go in traffic? Why,
it basically kills your boredom.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm fine just laying here right now. Like,
but again, there's like no negative side effects. It's not like
you're not like ruining your fucking life.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you're not.
I think you're just so comfortable that like you just get stuck doing it every time.
Yeah, that's what I've found. I'm just like I get too comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. You just get comfortable because it's so relaxing.
Exactly.
That you then have to at least for me, I have to then step out of my comfort zone.
Exactly.
To like reacclimate.
So true. Because I definitely when I was just like a heavy stoner, I'm like I could just do this forever. Like I don't need to talk to anyone.
But that's the thing is like I love doing that, but like with friends.
Yeah.
Like I remember having so many good times. Like that's part of the reason why I moved to Oregon is my buddy over there. Like he just grows and smokes all day, every day.
That's so fun.
There was a time where I went to visit him for a week. That's all we did. It was New Year's, so it was like a nice snowy time.
Yeah.
But like you can't really go out when it's like snowy.
For sure.
So like
for sure, yeah.
You mostly just stay in. So we were just enjoying just smoking every day, shooting the shit, playing video games, watching videos, go out in the snow for a bit just to like go out.
Yeah.
And that was it. Just a chill time.
Yeah, nice.
Lovely afternoon.
It's so chill, dude.
I had never seen snow like that before. I'd never seen snow fall.
Yeah, right. We don't get that over
No.
here at all. We're such babies with the cold. Like I have friends from out of state, and it's like 60 out here, and I'm like freezing my ass off, and like they're like, "Yo, you guys are such babies." Like they'll be in shorts.
It makes a difference though if you're used to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not used to it.
Oh yeah, I used to work in the mountains outdoors.
Oh really?
And it would get like 20 degrees out.
Yo.
And I fucking hated it because it was just like people would still because it was a gun range, so people would still show up to shoot. It's like, why the fuck are you people here? I don't want to fucking be here. Like if you. Because the thing is, if there's nobody there, they're not going to pay us to be there. We get to go home.
Yeah, sure.
Like, they don't want to pay us. And we're fine with that. Fuck it. We'll take the loss.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking home. We would just hope that no one would show up for like 2 hours. Because if no one shows up for like 2 hours, they usually would give us the green light.
Nice.
But there'd always be like 1 or 2 people. It's like, why the fuck are you here? It's so goddamn cold. Why do you want to be here? This is outdoors. That's not an indoor thing. You're not. Yeah. It's not like you have to walk through the cold part and then you get to hang out inside. No, we're fucking out here.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. Why are you here? I got so used to being in like 20-degree weather that like I'd come back to like the valley, and I remember one time there was a party I went to, and it was like 50 to 60 degrees, and everybody was pulling out like the heat lamps trying to get around him, and I was in like a tank top with a hoodie.
Nice.
Just like open, like my hoodie was open with my tank top, and I'm like, bro, I'm solid. As long as it's above 40 degrees, I'm good. Like, I'm so used to being in 20-degree weather. Like this is actually very warm for me.
Oh, that's gnarly, bro. Yeah, like I'm such a bitch when it comes to the cold weather. Like I just can't handle it.
I think this was like a record-breaking year too.
Yeah.
The years that I worked at the gun range, it was like a record-breaking cold winter and like a record-breaking hot summer.
Damn. Yeah.
It was brutal.
That's fucking awful. Yeah, honestly though, I would rather be working in the cold than in the heat though.
I'm trying to remember what was worse. I feel like they were both just fucking awful.
Dude.
I really don't know. I guess cold is better. I don't know.
I remember because. Well, when I was working at this warehouse once, we had to unload a bunch of sofas, and it was like 100 degrees outside.
Fuck that.
That was
if
like
you're doing like a labor job.
Yeah, that was like the worst experience. One of the worst experiences.
Because then, doing a cold job while you have to work. That's.
I was like, holy shit! I'm like I'd never want to do this again.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'd rather unload in like a cold, fucking environment than like fucking hot as shit. So.
I'm not even for either. Fuck it.
I just want to chill.
I just want good weather.
Smoke weed at 70 degrees every day.
You know what's funny is like I for years and years since like probably high school maybe I've been talking about moving out of state somewhere else.
Yeah. And
everybody always gives me shit because all the states I talk about moving to have lots of snow, and it's just like I don't fucking care. Yes, I like to go outdoors and do shit, but like I'm not an outdoorsy person. If it's snowing out there, I'm fine. I'm in here. I got shit to do in here. I don't care about the snow.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an issue for me. You're going to have to clean up all the snow around. No, I don't. Fucking leave it. Let it sit. I ain't going nowhere.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Would you do even like Alaska and shit like that? Or?
I don't know if I go that far.
That's too extreme.
That might be too extreme.
Yeah.
I don't mind like a seasonal snow.
Sure, yeah. Because Alaska's like, oh, you're gonna die. Like, if you don't do this right now.
Exactly.
Like,
that's surviving.
Yeah.
I just mean like Oregon has snow.
Yeah, a little snow.
During the winter it snows, and then like if you have to go out every day to your job, it's a pain in the ass to deal with the snow. But
whatever.
Like, I'm hoping by the time I get there, this will be a little bit more stable, and then because my New Year's resolution last year was to get the videos up because I hadn't gotten any videos up yet, and to get 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, nice.
And I was so close.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you at right now?
53.
Okay.
Yeah. So 947 more to go.
Still, you're almost there. You're almost there.
I was this close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we say, it's a snowball thing.
Yeah, it's a grind.
I've been getting good compliments. I've been getting good feedback.
Nice.
I've been noticing that I've been getting better.
Yeah.
It's just a time thing.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, again, I know, we do it for the grind. We know how it's going to be for a few years.
I will say what's crazy, though. There's a lot of research that goes into this shit. At least for me. I didn't just do this. I didn't just pull ideas out of my ass.
Yeah.
I'm doing things for reasons.
Yeah,
I'm looking at what's working and trying to do that. Some of the stuff is like my own choice. The podcast, probably the least successful of my series I will ever do. But that's just for me.
Sure.
I just want to do a podcast because I want to have updates.
Sure.
I like communicating with my fans.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with it too, It
Yeah.
can't just be like everything to try to like get noticed.
Right,
You
exactly.
need to have some fun with it, yeah.
There was a lot of thought that went into it. So like when I came up with everything, there was like it's a process. You're gonna do this, which is gonna lead to this, which is gonna jump to that.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how when I thought about everything and planned it all out, seeing it unfold so seamlessly, things are happening basically exactly how I thought they would.
Oh, nice.
Just from like the way I had planned everything out and the way I had studied it and trying to figure out what's going to go where and how it's going to work. I'm just very surprised at how like it's actually working.
Nice.
Like, you know how you have like these theoretical ideas and values where you're like, well, theoretically, if you did this, this could happen.
Yeah.
But then when you actually do it and it works, it's like, what the fuck?
Totally.
Feels good.
Totally, it does.
You scrape the rock and it lights the match.
Totally. No, I feel you. I think I was sort of the first half of last year for me was kind of just like grinding, putting stuff out, kind of throwing like spaghetti at the wall.
Exactly. Like you're not seeing the reward, but you know it's there.
Yeah. You know it's there. Eventually, just like the second half of the year, I'm whatever, plug away. Don't worry about like what people think or what people.
No. Yeah, no time for that.
And then finally, like a few of them hit. I'm like, oh shit, cool. You know, I can see, like you said, the trajectory almost where I'm like, okay, I keep doing this,
Yeah.
and I just grind it out, keep doing it. I can see how more of this starts coming, and it all starts coming together, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think me and you, we had a good year in terms of our creative endeavors, you know?
I think so, yeah.
Like, we stuck with it. We're still at it, you know?
Still going strong.
Still going strong.
I finished
gonna keep
recording
going
a
strong.
whole new series.
Nice, dude.
I got another series finished recording that, well, I didn't finish the series, but I finished like a year's worth of it.
Nice.
So I got that all recorded. I started up another one, so I'm just trying to expand.
Dude, sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
And then we get some artists, we get some more editors once I start making money.
Yeah.
And then we just keep growing. More episodes each week.
Let's do it, man. Doing it. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness gracious, we've hit over 2 hours.
Dude, how do we do that every
Where
time?
did the time go? I like having longer recordings with guests.
It's good. It's good.
Because,
It felt like 40 to 50 minutes,
I
that
know, it
dude,
just went by.
but it just goes by so quick.
But now we can go on to the next festivities.
Let's do it.
We could
Let's get some grub.
pack a bowl, get some grub.
Let's do it, man.
Call it a day.
Dude, but always thank you for having me
course.
on. Looking forward to everything you're doing. Of course, I will keep sending you tracks. Feel free to use them.
Thank you.
Hopefully, folks are listening to them and liking
Seems
them,
like
which it seems like it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
like
keep doing my thing. You keep doing your thing.
Of
We'll
course.
keep helping each other out, man.
I think what it is we just keep doing our things, and then when there's a moment where it's like, well, if you can do this real quick, or when you have time, there you go.
There we go.
I don't think there's any type of schedule we need to do.
Yeah.
I think it's just a nice flow of just,
Yeah.
when I need something, I hit you up, and when you need something from me, you hit me up, and then once we're both ready, there it is.
It's great, man. No, definitely. I like to surround myself with other creatives.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, man. A
It
lot of
is.
people don't get it. Like, even
No,
just
yeah.
your regular friends don't understand.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
But
They tell me. They don't.
Yeah. they tell me. So, yeah,
I
man.
have a vision.
Yeah, man. Anytime, I'm happy to be on here. And,
I know you. I know a buddy who does animations. I know a couple other people. I'm trying to get them all in the same room.
Let's do it.
We'll make something. Kevin Creative Studios, one day.
Awesome.
It'll be right next to Nickelodeon.
Ha ha ha. I'm here for it. I'll be right there.
So tell us, where can they find you?
Where can y'all find me? On SoundCloud, Bird Baths, any streaming, Spotify, iTunes. Bird Baths, all together, all lowercase. You could find it. Instagram _Bird Baths. And then YouTube. I forget my freaking YouTube handle. It's like
Just
Bird
Bird Baths.
Baths 78, 79
Oh,
or
is it?
something.
Oh.
Just look up Bird Baths. Look it up on Kevin's channel.
It'll be in the link.
You'll find it in Kevin's channel. I don't remember the handle. But yes, if you want some music, come check me out.
All right, until next time, everybody. We'll see you then. Peace.
Peace.